The world is vast, diverse, and filled with incredible people, and it's all been captured in one solid book. Introducing my new coffee table book, Humanity, A Glimpse of Us, which is a breathtaking collection of portraits that celebrate the unique cultures, faces, and stories of people from every corner of the earth. From the bustling streets of New York to the remote villages of the Pacific Islands, each image tells a story. Every smile, every gaze, every detail is a window into a life, a culture, and a moment in time. And this book isn't just about the amazing images, it's about connection. It's a journey around the world, right from your living room. So with this being my very first foray into authorship, I invite you all to be among the first to own this stunning collection and celebrate the beauty of humanity with me. The world is waiting. Let's explore it together. Hi everybody, I hope you're having a great day. Today I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently because although the term Dark Dimension Vader isn't an official designation used within the comics themselves, it has become popular among fans to describe a specific, incredibly powerful manifestation of Darth Vader, who was witnessed during a pivotal moment in Marvel's Star Wars comic series, Darth Vader, Dark Lords of the Sith, issue number 19, that was released in 2017. This Force Vader, as I like to call him, arguably represents the most potent display of Vader's raw connections to the dark side that we've seen in the current canon. The setup for this event involves Vader's quest to establish a personal stronghold. Vader chose the fiery planet Mustafar as his own. Now, if you remember, this is the very site of his catastrophic duel with Obi-Wan Kenobi and his transformation into the armored Sith Lord, while also being the place where he bled his Kyber crystal for his lightsaber. Now, Vader's choice wasn't rooted in masochism alone. He sensed an immense dark side locus, a vergence in the Force, located in an ancient Sith cave on the planet. Palpatine additionally gifted Darth Vader the haunted mask of Lord Momin, an ancient Sith architect and artist whose consciousness was trapped within. Vader's hidden, driven ambition was to use the fortress built upon this locus and designed by Momin to harness Mustafar's dark energy and tear open a doorway through the Force itself. A portal he believed might allow him to reach and perhaps even resurrect his lost love, Padme Amidala. Working through various possessed hosts, since Darth Vader was taking them all out at each of his failures, Momin would oversee the construction of Fortress Vader. And after numerous failures and redesigns, the 9th iteration finally succeeded in creating a structure capable of focusing the dark side energies. However, Momin betrayed Vader, using the newly opened portal to resurrect his own original body. Vader, after quelling an uprising by native Mustafarians by using the fortress itself to channel lava back onto them, would swiftly confront and destroy the resurrected Momin, despite being in a battle-weakened state. With Momin defeated, Vader turned his attention to the shimmering portal the fortress had opened. Vader would then step through the gateway, leaving his physical, cybernetic body behind. Within this dimension, described as a realm deeply saturated with the dark side, perhaps a mindscape shaped by the locus in Vader's own psyche, or even a connection akin to the world between worlds, Vader's essence manifested differently. He appeared as a swirling vortex of red and black dark force energy, raw dark side power given form, with negative spaces outlining where his mechanical limbs would be. Ultimately, this was Vader Unbound, his spirit directly interfacing with the Force itself, amplified exponentially by the Nexus. In this state, he possessed abilities far exceeding even his significant normal abilities. We see him easily move through this dark side realm, confronting spectral figures and illusions representing his past in the Jedi Order. Now, of course, there was many discussions from fan communities that were analyzing these panels, because it shows him casually destroying manifestations of Jedi Masters, including massively powerful figures like Mace Windu and even Yoda. Not to mention even a representation of Emperor Palpatine, whom he decimated with overwhelming Force lightning. Force Vader's presence alone seemed tempestuous, capable of generating storms within this dimension. So as far as we can see, this form represented Vader tapping into the full, terrifying potential that Anakin Skywalker might have achieved had his body not been broken, if he was still fueled by decades of rage, loss, and the potent dark side energies of the Mustafar locus. The culmination of his journey through this dimension led him to a final meeting with the manifestation of Padme. As he approached her, his swirling energy form coalesced back into the image of Anakin Skywalker, pleading with her to return with him. However, this Padme rejected him, symbolically reenacting his fatal Force choke on Mustafar before falling away. This encounter wasn't a true reunion, but seemingly a cruel trick of the dark side, or a final agonizing processing of his own guilt and loss. However, before being expelled from the dimension, Vader glimpsed a vision of a boy wielding a blue lightsaber, who we understand to be Luke Skywalker. Upon returning to his physical body, Vader immediately destroyed the portal, shattering the connection. He reported to Palpatine that he had learned much, implying that the experience, while failing to bring back Padme, had purged the last vestiges of Anakin. He accepted that Anakin Skywalker was truly and totally gone, fully cementing his identity as Darth Vader. Therefore, this Force Vader, or Dark Dimension Vader, refers to the specific temporary apotheosis within a Force nexus. It showcased Vader's immense raw power when momentarily freed from physical constraints and immersed in pure dark side energy, solidifying his path and offering a terrifying glimpse of the Chosen One's potential, twisted entirely to the dark side. And while so far as we know, this is not a permanent state, it remains one of the most striking and powerful depictions of Darth Vader in Marvel Comics canon. So, for his powers and abilities and his influence on the Star Wars universe, for my 1 to 10 rating, I'll give Dark Dimension Vader, I like to say Force Vader, a rating of 10, which is a legendary rating. I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you next time. Be sure to like and subscribe to The New Sage.